here at Osseo High School on CCX on this snowy Tuesday night. A Northwest Suburban Conference matchup between the Champlin Park Rebels and the Osseo Orioles. John Jacobson and Paul Wong here for tonight's Northwest Suburban Conference match, and Rebels off to a good start. Obviously, Wong lost their first match of the season against a very good Maple Grove team that is still undefeated, but have not lost since.
They certainly have been on a roll after that first game, and when we talked to Coach Junker before this game, they're just starting to hit their stride right now. And even though there's not a state tournament this year, they're really starting to play for that postseason, the section matchups here, where they're going to end up in the section seeding, as well as try to make a run for that section title this year.
Osseo comes in at 1-7. They won their first match of the season against Totino Grace. Lost their best player of the year, Riley Steester, in the second match. He's going to Michigan Tech next year, and they've struggled since with a young team.
Yes, they certainly have. After they started out so well right out of the gates there, and it certainly was unfortunate when Steester went down with the ACL injury. And as Coach Mandy told us before the game here, that a lot of these players are very inexperienced. They're starting to get a little more experience under their feet now, but it's taken a little more time than she was hoping for.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of our pregame and then the start of set one, Osseo Champlin Park Volleyball, next on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all three of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Teams are on the court. We're getting ready for set one here between Osseo and Champlin Park. The Rebels, the visitors tonight. As we look at their starting lineups, Kopp, Hansen, Hillman, and Shedenhelm. Davis, Caswell, and Kylie Strummel is the libero for Champlin Park. For the Osseo Orioles, it's Bauer, Thompson, Holden, and Teckham. Sharapata, Barlow, and Strike, freshman libero for Osseo. Champlin Park will serve to start set one. Allison Kopp, Jr. will get us started. Rebels without Ellie Schmidt tonight, who is out, not feeling well, not COVID related, is here in the gym, but has been their top hitter this year, but she is sitting this one out. Right side attack, dug up nicely, back row by Bauer. And we are underway. Back row dig by Hillman. Set to Hansen. That's off hands and down. The first point of the match goes to Champlin Park.
That was a nice competitive point to start out the match here for both teams. They both, Osseo, give Osseo credit for a couple of really good digs to keep that ball alive and get back in system there.
Teckham with the set, the swing across by Thompson, and down. It's a point. Osseo is tied it at one.
Nice pass by Thompson to start out that point, and then gets rewarded with a nice set from Teckham.
Look at it again, off hands and just in front of Hillman there in the back row. Thompson serving back row. Played there, big swing from the middle. Osseo handles that, little setter dump by Teckham. A good dig on that ball. Into the back row and out of play, and a point for Champlin Park. Some really good defense played by the Rebels. Kylie Stremmel laying out for one to help set up that point.
That was a smart play by Shedenham there to throw it to the back row where she saw a little gap there instead of taking a full swing.
Mandy Burian taking over, sixth-year head coach, took over for Bill Kwan, now the activities director here at Osseo. Back row off of Hansen, another Osseo point.
Again, set up by a nice pass off the serve receive. Each time the Teckham set, though, it's gone to the right side. They haven't gone to the left side. They're usually their strongest hitters out here.
Tied at 2 with Strike serving for the first time tonight. And Orioles let it go, and it's down for a point. Just caught that back line. An ace serve, and it's 3-2 Orioles.
That ball had some last-second dip to it. It certainly looked like it was going out, and all of a sudden it just dropped.
Swing by Hillman. Played back row. Teckham will set it left side. It's down for a point. Bauer with the kill. Junior outside with her first kill tonight. Orioles by 2.
You know, we've only played 6 points in this game, but Osseo certainly isn't playing like a team that's 1-7.
Absolutely not.
And that's not indicting against Champlin Park. They're playing quite well as well.
Quick set in the middle. Pushed, but handled by Strike. Teckham will set up Bauer again. Off the hands of Kopp. Swing by Hillman. And the point for Champlin Park. Makes it 4-3.
So far, a clean game by both these teams, digging a lot of attacks and get back in the system.
Shedenhelm serve. Toward the bench, played back to the middle and over by Osseo. Back set, big swing. Oh, Pan Strike running to it, but can't get to it. And the kill for Claire Caswell, and it's tied at 4.
You know, so far Champlin Park's hitters have gone back to the middle back position almost every attack here, and Osseo's played it pretty well. Let's see if Champlin Park mixes up and tries to go down that line, because Osseo seems to have defended it quite well.
Back set for Holden for a point.
Holden with the kill. Substitution in for Osseo, number 9.
Zeta Gribenow, junior center, will rotate in for the first time and serve here as you look at that last point. Gribenow's serve off the net. Tip and a point, and another kill for Caswell.
Really good vision by Caswell. She saw that the left back was late and pushed back, and just saw a big gap there right over the blockers.
You see John Yunker, 10th year, multiple state tournaments, including a state championship at Class 3A 2 years ago, beating Egan in the final. This one into the net, service error. Osseo up 6-5. And that's off the hands of Hillman. Ace for Bauer.
Also, it doesn't look like they're backing down to what we think was the better team, at least on paper here.
Another good serve by Bauer. Kopp setting, pushed over by Hillman, a point. Got it over Barlew and past Thompson. They get the side out.
It's, I think, 3 points that Champlin Park has won on little tip balls out that set here. Osseo's going to have to make a little change there in order to make sure that Champlin Park doesn't keep capitalizing on that.
Lexi Steffes into the match for the first time. A good hard serve for her. Kopp back set. Swing across by Maya Davis. And out, and a point for Osseo.
That was the first slide attempt we've seen in this game here. Everything worked well except for the final execution of the shot there. So next time I think she'll be able to roll that shot in. Almost got the back line.
Pana Chang is in, her serve into the net. Point right back to Champlin Park. Davis out. Shedenhelm back in for Champlin Park. Rebels down by 1. Strummel serves out. We're going to trade service errors here.
It had been a clean game until the last several serves.
3 in a row here, and back to the Orioles. Eliana Teckham will serve. Quick set, Shedenhelm. Oh, good, nice dig in the front row on the play by Sharapata. And a scramble for Champlin Park, and they can't recover it, and the point for Osseo.
You know, give full credit right there to Sharapata, not only to get that block, but then also have the wherewithal to dig that ball to keep it going and get him back in the system to win that point.
Osseo's biggest lead tonight now at 3 points. Shedenhelm, and that's down for a point.
You know, Osseo's going to have to help out Sharapata on that block now. That's the second time, and there's 2 points in a row where Sharapata's had to go up by herself on that block. Eventually, Champlin Park's going to take full advantage of that if there's not more than one blocker.
Top serving. Ball the middle, strike. Put it in the back row, played by Kopp. Attack from Hansen, and too strong. It looks like it could have been in, but...
You know, the line judge called it out. It sure looked like it was in, and the R1 overruled her. Oh, yeah.
So in the end, they get the call right, and then it's a service error as Kopp goes too long with that serve, and it's back to Osseo. (11-9) Orioles with Thompson serving. That set Hansen swings too hard. The Rebels with some errors now. Well, there's the Orioles another point.
They're certainly taking some swings at the net. They just got to make sure they find the court.
Top to Shedenhelm, and that's a point. Nice little misdirection there. I think the Orioles may be expecting that in the middle or to their left side, and she pushes it to their right instead.
Champlin's had most of their success on the offensive side from the middle hitter's position here. Let's see if they keep feeding that middle hitter.
Hansen, another service error for the Rebels.
I think by my unofficial count, that's got to be 4 missed serves already.
Strike serving, good serve. Hansen got it. Kopp to Shedenhelm, another kill for her off of Teckham and down.
Yeah, that's another. Their bread and butter through the middle tonight, and off of a really good pass on the serve receive.
She can help the serve for the Rebels.
Strong play by Shedenhelm.
Teckham back set, tough ball. Played in the back row off the hand of Shedenhelm and out.
Back to the game for the Orioles, number 9, Sadie Griebenau.
Griebenau back in. Back in for Osseo along with Kitty Henches. Junior number 16. Strummel back in for Champlin Park. Kopp. Davis, little tip over. Maya Davis, a senior middle. Gets the point for the Rebels.
Another good vision play for Champlin Park. That's about 4 points on a little tip ball here. I think they've got Osseo so pinned back so deep here as about to hit and leave that big gap open right behind the blockers.
It's Booley in now for Champlin Park. Serves this one. A little miscommunication, but bumped over by Thompson. Kopp back to Davis. Blocked by Osseo. Left side tip by Hillman for the point.
Definitely their bread and butter so far, and we'll have to see whether the Wings are going to make that adjustment to scoot up on these opportunities for Champlin Park.
Bully serve handled back row up and over by Bauer. Top setting for Hillman again, tipping back corner, finds a nice open spot in the court for another kill. And a timeout here for Osseo as we're tied at 14.
Just a smart play by the Champlin Park hitter there, knowing that she's burned him a couple times on the short tip. Now she throws it deep to the corner because everyone now is cheating up and trying to make that adjustment. Then she throws it in that deep corner to get another point. You know, going into this game, Champlin Park is without their best hitter right now, Ellie Schmidt, and you're going to wonder where's that offense going to come from. And so far, the offense is starting to come from the middles between Maya Davis and Shedenhelm, but the pin hitters are starting to get it going, not necessarily with aggressive swings, but yet very smart court vision type of tips for wins here.
Champlin Park will get another shot at Maple Grove. We mentioned they lost to them to start the season. They'll finish the regular season with the Crimson at home on Wednesday, November 25th, day before Thanksgiving. Then the section playoffs will start after Thanksgiving for volleyball. Or as we should say this fall, scheduled to start the week after Thanksgiving, right? Back set to Bowers, or back to action. Auer dug up by Stremmel. Here's Hillman. This didn't hit that one well, and it's a point for Osseo, and the Orioles are back in front.
It's weird to be talking about high school volleyball into December. You know, we normally this past weekend would have been the state championship weekend.
Bowers serving, it's an ace off of Hansen. 16-14 Orioles, so a good timeout there by Mandy Buring. Her team refocused and a couple of points.
Osseo certainly letting it rip tonight on behind the service line. They're being very aggressive with their serves and already had a few aces off their serves.
We're at it again. It'll be another ace. This one off Hillman.
Power ace, point Osseo.
You know, when you're the underdog, you're going to try to find as many of those cheap points as possible. This isn't necessarily cheap, but you're going to go be aggressive and bring it into your own, and take it in your own hands here.
Ball set and over by Hillman and down for a point. So Osseo unable to keep the run going. Rebels back to within 2 now at 17-15. Lexi Steffes back in. Will rotate into serve for a second time. Swing left side across by Thompson. And that one a point on the attack from Hansen left side.
You know, the last 2 points Osseo's lost, even though they've been in perfect good position off that attack, they just haven't been able to dig that ball, handle that ball cleanly.
Off Thompson, strike to the middle and over by Barlew. And lands wide. And we're tied at 17.
Boy, Steffes looks like she's really far behind that service line, doesn't it? It's one of the deeper servers.
Good serve here off strike. And it'll be an ace.
You know what? She can stand as far back as she wants if she's going to be that effective a server.
Steffes this time long.
A nice run of aggressive serves by Steffes, though. I mean, I think she got about 3, 4 points out per serve there.
Right, 3. Yeah, no, you're right, 4. And service error by Osseo gives the point to Champlin Park.
Bernice Barlow checks back in. Not to serve for the Rebels.
19-18 Rebels set one here tonight at Osseo. Ball pushed across from the middle by Sharapata. Set outside to Hansen, cross court for the kill. Nice set from Kopp, and the kill from the sophomore Hansen.
Really good cross court swing and a sharp angle ball by Hansen.
Served by Stremmel will go for an ace. And a timeout for Osseo. Champlin Park on a 7-1 scoring run and now lead by 3 late in the first set.
You I think Coach Mandy's talking to them, hey, let's settle down a little bit here. We're right in this game. We've done a nice job of pass for the most part. Let's see if we can get an in-system ball. They've had success going to their right side hitter tonight. And let's see if they're able to get back in the system and take a swing on that right side.
Big match in the Lake Conference tonight as number 1 Wayzata is meeting number 7 Minnetonka. We've seen Wayzata a couple of times this fall on CCX. Very formidable team, even with all those seniors they lost last year from the state championship team. Having the Swenson twins come over from Hopkins certainly helps, but they've got really got a lot of talent this year.
That certainly doesn't hurt them, that's
right.
for sure. They just reloaded. They aren't rebuilding. They reloaded despite losing all those players from last year's state championship team.
These teams both in that same section, a really loaded section 5-3A. Orioles need some points here. Swing and return nicely by Champlin Park. Right side pushed across. Again dug up by Strebel and dumped over by Kopp for a point.
Smart play, kind of taking everyone off in misdirection play. Everyone thought for sure she was going to set it back to the pin. Everyone's back on their feet. Found the hole to dump that ball.
22-18. Griebenow the back set. Need a player in the net. It looked like Griebenow perhaps as she was setting that ball to Hinches. Five-point lead for the Rebels. Stremmel launches a serve long. 23-19. Second back in, serves for the Orioles. Kopp will set it to Hansen. Second with the set, the swing, and down for a point by Bauer. Caught tape and down.
Very alert play by Bauer. I don't think she wasn't really expecting that set to come back to her, but then she made a nice adjustment and did the job there. Went off the blocker's hands.
23-20. They go to Hansen again. Nice layout by Teckham to get to that ball. Kopp across to Hansen again. It is long, or wide rather, and it's a 2-point set at 23-21.
Let's see if Champlin Park goes back to the middle here to get that point. They've had success out of the middle. They can get it back in play here to Sydenham.
They do go to her, but it's dug up by Teckham. Pushed across by Holden. Back to Hansen outside. Played back row by Bauer. Teckham, the swing by Tovson. Hansen on offhand Bauer and out. May have gone long, but Bauer got her hands up there kind of instinctively, and now it's set point.
Yeah, she definitely needed to play. It was still too close, especially this late in the ball game. She was well positioned for that dig.
Kopp serving for the set. Teckham, tight ball to the net, but able to play it, and a block. Sydenham giving up along with Caswell, and Champlin Park wins a close first set, falling 25-21.
Very entertaining first set. You know, good. All the credit to Osseo. I mean, for Champlin Park for winning, but also Osseo for being a very competitive team there. They were very aggressive. They for the most part serve received quite well. Stayed in system. Gave themselves a chance to win that game.
And a big block that ends set one. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. More volleyball from Osseo High School on CCX after this timeout.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.
Champlin Park wins set one over Osseo 25-21. As you looked at Ellie Schmidt there in the blue Champlin Park warm-up, who's out tonight, just not feeling well. Leads the team in kills and certainly a valuable member. They could use her tonight, but they'll want her being healthy, obviously, for the rest of the season. And her sister, Emma, is now at Concordia St. Paul, was part of that state championship team 2 years ago.
Well, she certainly could help him tonight, but I think that it's more important to get her right for the rest of the season here and making sure that she's healthy. And I think out of an abundance of caution, I think Coach Younker's just having her sit here tonight. There's still a stretch run to get to the sections here, and I think that's what they're planning for.
That Concordia St. Paul team that Emma Schmidt's part of, really successful program.
It's one of the best in the country at all levels here. And they get a lot of players transferring. I mean, her sister was at Northern Iowa D1 program. They get a lot of, not only do they recruit their own players, but they get a lot of recruits or kind of transfers from D1 programs. That's why they're able to be so successful for so long.
So the Orioles competitive in set one, and they get a strong serve from Tecum and an ace to start set two.
Osseo was aggressive serve in the first match, or in the first set, and I look for them to continue that because they're going to try to find these easy points here, especially when you're the underdog team.
Back set here, Kopp to Hansen. Off Tecum, good run down by Thompson and over by Strike. Hansen's got to adjust to that ball, but does get to it. Holden with the attack. Kopp digs that up. Back set to Hansen. And a point for Osseo, and the ball hit wide.
Just a little wide, strong swing by her. I think and it's definitely available to her, so see if she goes back to that area again, that vicinity.
2-0 Orioles. Played near the back row by Strummel. Kopp to Hansen. And missed long here, and now it's 3-0 Orioles.
Kind of a similar theme to the first set here. Osseo started out strong. Let's see if they can maintain that.
Swing and a kill for Champlin Park by Caswell.
You know, some aggressive, really good serve by Tecum, except she's got to serve it away from their best passer, Little Barrel.
First point of the set for the Rebels. Hansen serve. And into the net. The hit from Strike.
Strike just timed her jump a little early on that one and basically hit that ball on the way down.
Hansen will go toward Bauer again, but this time misses long. 4-2 Orioles. Thompson, the junior, serving here. Up to Hansen. Tecum and Bauer with a kill.
Nice swing by Bauer, finding that gap between the left back and middle back position. Didn't really go all out on that swing, but it was all about placement.
Left side, Hillman across and finds the back corner for a point. Nice swing from Taylor Hillman, the senior.
Similar to what Bauer did in the previous swing, she took something off as well too and just located her ball for a kill.
Shedenhelm, nice sloped serve, but dug up. And then the big swing, too strong from Bauer.
Good swing there, hoping for a little touch, just a little high above the blockers there.
That is Rebels hurting themselves with some errors here early in the second set. But Osseo up 6-4.
Yeah, I think they're troubles with serve and continued in this set. They probably missed at least 6, if not 7, in that first set.
Strike serving right at Stremmel, ball at the net. Tipped down the kill for Bauer.
That's really good patience for Bauer, because that's one of those balls could easily be, you can go be super aggressive on it and then touch that net and nullify your block. But she was really patient, waited for that ball to get to that plane and push that down.
There's a service error for Osseo. They've had a few of those tonight.
They sure have.
Seven to 5. Orioles lead the Rebels. Serve from Booley. Going right at Bauer. Now Bauer will take it from Teckham. Gets blocked. Dug up by the Orioles. Bauer again will float it across. That's dug up by Hillman. Top in the middle. Booley and Hansen collide. Booley sends it wide, the point for the Orioles.
Yeah, a little miscommunication between Booley and Hansen there as to who was going to take that ball. And ultimately, I believe it was Booley who took it, but on the last second swing, kind of threw her timing off.
Griebenow in and serves. Back set, Davis, and kept alive by Barlow, and hit out by Champlin Park. Another Osseo point. It's 9 to 5, Orioles.
Very fortunate point for Osseo there, especially in that overpass by them, and they basically had an open net and found an errant attack.
Hillman with the kill for Champlin Park.
Well, I tell you, Hillman's probably only, 5'6", 5'7", but she jumps and plays at like a very 6'1", 6'2" player here. She has a major leap to her. She might be a little taller than 5'6", maybe 5'8", but big jumper.
Good line drive serve, and it's an ace for Steffes. We saw her have a handful in the middle of that first set. Long and delivers one here.
Yep, she's that low line drive, hard driven ball.
And again, the deep serve. Look how far she is away from the service line. Another good serve for her.
Oh, nice dig.
Bauer, nice job digging that overpass. Top for Hansen, tip, that's dug up in the middle by Thompson. The swing too strong by Henches, and a point for Champlin Park. They're within 1.
Osseo did a nice job of keeping that point alive with a couple of digs and then going to the right side where they've had success.
Steffes giving it back that time, and it's 10-8.
It hit her teammate Maya Davis right in the back, and now they're just joking about it here. I'm sure she didn't appreciate that.
Go to Hansen, cross court, gets the kill here. Yeah, the right touch.
You know, Hansen's only a sophomore, and I've been so impressed with how aggressive a player she is. She takes a swing, big swing every time, and she isn't afraid to make mistakes out there.
Strummel serving. Henches. And it's a point for Champlin Park.
Nice wall put up by Champlin Park there. And, you know, it's kind of questionable as to whether that was going to go out, but I think they made the right play trying to dig that ball. I think that was going to drop inside.
Griebenow, Henches, back row by Steffes. Oh, a little dump. And that's dug up by Griebenow off the try from Kopp. Kopp will set it. Schudenhelm, back row. Handled there. Bauer on the run and gets a little long.
Boy, I tell you, we have a replay. I think that ball looked like it was in, but that was a heck of a play by Osseo here. Aggressive swing, aggressive play by Bauer. Oh, nope. Good call by the line judge. My bad.
I think it was a ball out.
Yep.
And into the net now. Osseo, a couple of errors, and it's a Champlin Park. That's got the scoring running. They're up 12-10. Strummel serving. And off Bauer. Goes for an ace for Strummel. Timeout Osseo.
Timeout, Orioles.
Yep, good call by Coach Manny there to get kind of right the ship back. They've been playing really well in this set as well, and they've missed a couple points here based on just some passing, and just trying to get them right back, get back in the same mindset here. Good mindset for them to say, we're in this game. We've been hanging with this team. We can just turn it around right here, continue to make it competitive, take advantage of their errors.
Our CCX Play of the Week is back this year. Each week there are 4 new plays for you to vote on from the previous week. Go to ccxmedia.org, click on the Sports tab, and then go to Play of the Week to cast your vote. Well, Fung, you're not coaching a high school team for the first year. It must be a little different if you were at Benilde St. Margaret's for a number of seasons.
John, this is my first fall in about 9 years where I'm not on the sidelines, and it is very different. Unfortunately, I had to step down. I switched jobs. It just doesn't offer me the flexibility that I had before, but it's a very different feeling.
You have to coach both your daughters all the way through their high school careers, and I'm sure that's got to be rewarding, right?
It was very rewarding. I didn't get into it to coach them, but I got the opportunity, and I really, really appreciate that opportunity. Lots of good memories, but also lots of good memories of coaching a very good program, and a lot of those same players that came through our program in those 9 seasons there.
Strummel had another ace. Hansen here for a point. Finds the back corner. And Rebels really rolling now, up 15-10.
Hansen again took something off that ball just to place that ball in that deep corner where they've had some success.
Back off of Bauer, another ace for Strummel.
You know, a little indecision between Bauer and Strike there as to who was going to take that ball. I think ultimately Bauer did, but it came out at her too quickly to make an effective pass.
Strummel leads the team in aces, serving well here for Champlin Park. Top to Hansen. Griebenau with the set to Barlow. Gets blocked back. Orioles handle it. They'll go back to Barlow again. Spins it over. Top will go to Hansen once more. Off a hand. Good play by Strike and over by Bauer. Strummel to Kopp. Back set. Shedenhelm. Great dig by Bauer back row. Good rally here. A nice play by Steffes to get to that ball. Hansen tips it. Back row, Steffes again. Quick set. Shedenhelm had to adjust her feet. Gets to it. Barlow will push it deep. Played by Booley. Over by Hansen. Point continues. Here's Bauer. Back row played by Steffes. Kopp for Hansen. And finally down for a point. That was a terrific rally. And finally, the Rebels get the point.
By far the best point of the night here. And some really good defense of digging these balls, the tough shots, and still keeping that ball in play. And then ultimately with a kill by Hansen on a smart location tip.
Strummel floats this one. Back row Bauer. Griebenau pushed over by Tofson. To the net and down the line for the kill.
Yeah, I think Hansen touched that net on her leg.
Yeah, he did. So a point for Osseo. Got a lot behind it, but ultimately the point goes to the Orioles.
It sure looked good because it was right, just bounced that ball within about 5 feet from the net.
Chang is in and serves here. Shedenhelm. Left side, and then the net by Tolson. Point Rebels to make it 18-11 Champlin Park.
Brings Barlow back. Janelle Strike back in as well.
Allison Kopp serves. Right to the net. Easy pickings for Champlin Park.
Another good discipline play by Caswell there to wait for that ball to get that play in net and not touch that tape on the follow through.
So tempting, isn't it, when you see that?
Oh gosh, your eyes get so big when you see something like that.
Good line drive serve by Kopp. And that one's long. And just a little too much on that ball.
You can just see now Osseo starting to play a little more tentative than what they did for the first, 1.5 sets.
And just push it across. Caswell gets to that ball. Kopp, quick set, and then back at the net.
Maybe that's the momentum they need right now. I want to see Osseo continue to hit the ball. We're starting to see them tip a few more balls, which just shows me that they're being a little more hesitant, a little more tentative, and not be as aggressive. They're very fortunate with a nice defensive effort there by the middle blocker to get that block.
Excuse me, Sharapata getting the kill there. Yeah, perfectly timed. Osseo gets a much-needed point, but they're still down 8 here in set 2. Top for Shedelheim, that's a point. Shedenhelm, the senior middle. They said a lot to her early in the first set, but not much since.
They have gone away from her, but she's been probably their most effective hitter in terms of percentage-wise. I expect them to keep feeding her because they're just putting one blocker on her right now, and right now that's a mismatch.
Hansen serves. Second set, and then the swing down the line, the kill for Clara Holden. Just a freshman, able to get the point.
Holden with the kill point, Oriole.
Nice swing finding that down that line gap.
Tulsa to serve.
Top, Shedenhelm, her kill again.
I'm just so impressed with Stremo. Every time I watch her just taking these serve receive balls, she knows she's in command there. She calls it right away. Even if it's not necessarily her ball, she just steps in front because she knows that's going to be her ball. And then in that case there, she called it early, stepped in front of it, and made a perfect pass to set the ball, play in motion.
And ace serve. Shedenhelm makes it 23-13 Rebels. Way across with Bauer, tipped back by the Rebels, down.
Net violation.
They called a net violation by Davis there on the attempted block.
So it goes to Osseo.
Strike to serve for Osseo.
And Janelle Strike serving. Good serve. Well played though by Champlin Park. Hillman gets the attack, pushed over. Rebels were ready for that. And down on the force for Claire Caswell.
That was a really good serve, but an even better serve receive by Stremo. That ball was going away from her, had some spin. It was going out towards the sideline. And she did a great job of putting that ball back in play and getting them in system to win that point.
Grace Booley now serving on set point. Not yet. 24-15.
Point Osseo. Griebenau and Henches back in the game.
Griebenau in along with Henches. Griebenau will serve here for the Orioles. Still set point. Top will go to Hillman to try to end it. Bauer plays it to Barlew in the middle. Back to Hillman for the kill. On the set from Strummel. In Champlin Park, struggling early in that second set, but they really pull away and play strong late, Fong, to win at 25-15.
They started relying on their outside hitters to get most of their points. That's where their offense came from in that second set. The first set was mostly in the middle. Second set was mostly the Hansen and Hillman show for Champlin Park offensively.
We'll take another break and we'll come back. Set 3 on the way. Champlin Park Osseo Volleyball. Live on CCX continues in a moment.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
(25-21), 25-15. 2 straight wins in the sets 1 and 2 for Champlin Park. They look to close out the Orioles here in set 3. A snowy night outside. Glad you can join us here on CCX. Limited attendance in the gymnasiums for volleyball, but still it's a representative parent group here for both schools that made the drive in, relatively close drive, obviously, from Champlin Park here to Osseo, even though the conditions were not the best. I know it took you some time to get here from work.
It did.
But I appreciate your effort to get all the way up to Osseo.
This is Minnesota, though. This is to be expected. You know, these schools are only a couple miles apart, so they're not going to cancel on just a few inches of snow.
Allison Kopp serving an ace to start set 3 for Champlin Park.
Let's see if Oscar can get back to where they were successful. That was being aggressive, letting it rip, and going all out on it, and kind of that nothing to lose attitude. I think they got a little tentative in that second half of that second set there, and that wasn't the recipe for their success for the first 1.5 sets.
Second serve is wide, and it goes to to Champlin Park. 1-1 as Tolson serves for Osseo. And at the net, the Orioles able to play it, and Rebels return it. Now it goes to Bauer, left side, dug up. Hansen's attack. Point for Osseo.
Kopp made a nice save there to keep that ball alive when that pass was tight early in that point.
That'll be an ace for Osseo.
It's one of those rare serve receiving errors by Stremmel. We're not going to see that very often.
Thompson put her team up 3-1. Stremmel handles that ball in the middle, and a kill for Shettenhelm.
Serving the Rebels number 4, Marley Hansen.
Yeah, you can see Coach Maybury telling Bauer, the outside hitter for Osseo, to go help out on that middle for the block. Otherwise, Shettenhelm's going to keep winning those points.
Hansen, much like Steffes, with a serve well behind the service line that time, hits it into the net, and it's back over to Osseo.
The Champlin Park players must train in a really, really big gym, because there's a couple that are really far back there on their serve.
Great serve by Strike for an ace. The Orioles have started out all 3 sets strong and with the lead.
Yep.
See if they can continue it here in the 3rd set. Strike serving.
Nice
by
pass.
Stremmel. Shettenhelm with the kill.
Shettenhelm took something off that one and just located right in that donut area for a kill.
Stremmel able to get that pass up to Kopp, who served up the set. Now Shettenhelm serving. Off of Bauer. It's an ace for the Rebels. 5-4. Miscommunication, but Teckham has run that ball down. Kopp will set. Swing and the kill for McKenna Thorup. Into the match for the first time here in set 3. Gets the kill.
Nice swing by Thorup, but really nice by Kopp setting that ball up. A tight pass. Did a nice little jump set. Just placed it beautifully for Thorup to take advantage of.
Teckham for Bauer. Good kill. Big swing from Elena Bauer.
I think that's her hardest swing all night. Nice, effective swing there.
Grievenau in now for the Orioles, and she will serve. Gonna get that last point. Here's Grievenau serve. Swing ball across, tight to the net. Barlow from Bauer and over. Push it out to Ava Larson for the kill. Larson also into this set, into the match for the first time in this set. Gets the kill. She'll rotate out here. Addison Kapitsky will come in for the first time, and she will serve.
Well, these subs have certainly taken advantage of their playing time they're getting. Every chance, opportunity they're getting, they're taking advantage of it and converting.
Good serve by Kapitsky. And that's into the net point for Champlin Park. Rebels by 1. Kapitsky's serve off of strike, an ace.
Another player coming off that bench and answering that bell, ready to play, being aggressive with their serve.
Yeah, 3 good serves here in a row after sitting for about an hour, right?
That's not the easiest thing to do.
No. Top back to Davis for the kill. Maya Davis is senior middle. Champlin Park on a scoring run, up by 3 now, 9-6 after trailing at 1.5-2.
Yeah, it's set up by these aggressive serves by Kapitsky, taking Osseo out of system and not really giving them much of a chance to take aggressive swings.
Back set to Bauer, and Davis got up. Point for Champlin Park.
And then when they do get that opportunity, the Champlin Park throws up that wall.
Grievenau setting for Tecum. Ball at the net, and it'll drop an Osseo point. 10-7. Orioles trail as Bauer will get the serve.
Well, big credit there for Kapitsky making that big run of 5 points, I believe, on some really aggressive serving. I realize Osseo's only 3 points down, but it sure seems like Champlin Park's found another gear here.
Kopp will set outside. Well, that swing and the kill for Thorup.
Really good aggressive swing. Again, just coming off that bench after sitting for 2 sets here and just being aggressive. That's not the easiest thing to do. You should not really warmed up, but didn't hold her back there.
Taylor Barrett in for the first time tonight, number 13. Also Jordan Kerpock, number 1 in for the Rebels. And everybody involved that they can here in the 3rd set. Swing is out. Point for Champlin Park.
That was a good idea to go down that line by Tecum. And it was open. She barely missed it, though.
To the net and overpass, tipped down by Champlin Park. 13-7 Rebels.
Timeout, Osseo.
An Osseo timeout as Champlin Park's gotten some good play and points from the girls coming off the bench here in the 3rd set into the match the first time tonight.
They haven't missed a beat offensively between Kapitsky's serve and Thorup's swings. They've accounted for at least 7-8 of those points between those two. Done a nice job in being ready when your number's called.
Upcoming on CCX Wednesday night, tomorrow night, Maple Grove Champlin Park football should be a good one in the Metro North Sub-District. And then Thursday afternoon at Brooklyn Center, the Centaurs host Minneapolis Henry. That's a 2 p.m. kick. Those games live, as well as next Monday, Tri-Metro Conference Volleyball between Brooklyn Center and Columbia Heights. And then Section football playoffs begin next Tuesday. A quarterfinal round matchup to be announced all live on CCX. Well, as we say in the fall of 2020, schedule subject to change.
Flexibility required.
Yes. Out of the timeout, the Orioles get the point off the service error. Oh, another huge swing from Thora from the left side. Or excuse me, that time it was Kerpak. Jordan Kerpak with the kill.
It's hard to believe that these Kerpak and is not a starter. She's got a really strong swing.
There goes an ace.
A little indecision again as to who was going to take that ball between Thompson and Bauer.
Strummel will serve another one. One dives down that Bauer got to. And a good swing on the right side, and a kill for Teckham. Here's a hitter in set 3, gets the kill.
Eliana Teckham to serve.
She could do it all, can't she?
Puts this ball in play to the back row and back to the front row. Spun across by Kerpak. And this little misswing there from Thompson gives Champlin Park the point.
Yep.
Larson, number 16, will rotate back in for the Rebels.
You know, just before we go any further, it's weird, as I've kind of said to you in the break, seeing Champlin Park and without a Hilly on the team right now, isn't it? We've, about 7 years now without.
I think so, between Sydney and Sammy.
Yep.
Well, blocked by Champlin Park. Osseo kept it up for a moment, but couldn't get the ball over.
Yeah, Clara Holt did a nice job off that deflection just to keep it, and I thought they was going to be able to keep that ball alive.
17-9 Rebels with Kopp serving. And spins it off the net and down for an ace. Tip over from the front row by Sharapata. Second back set, swing. Oh, great job getting a hand on that ball in the back row. Good defense on both sides here. Kopp from the middle to Shedenhelm. Bauer, a terrific dig. Left side over by Thompson, and we have a player in the net for, lift called rather on Champlin Park. Great defense, and Osseo rewarded getting the point in the end.
Yeah, I think they called it a carry on Shedenham as she reached back to keep that ball alive.
There was some good defensive plays. Barrett had a nice one, couple nice ones in the back row for Champlin Park, and Orioles able to respond and get the point. Set outside and across. Oh, that was a tough ball, the tough angle. Abel Larson able to get it over and down for a point off the set from Grace Booley.
That was a really sharp angle.
It was.
I mean, how she found that gap, that's pretty good. That's really good play, athletic play.
Serving for the Rebels, number 1, Jordan Kerpak.
Kerpak serving. It's 19-10. Look at it again. No one there to play Bauer's pass. Off strike. Paulson and over by Sharapata. Booley, Shedenhelm, good dig by Strike. Strimmel, Shedenhelm, dug back row. Offside Bauer, in for a point.
Good swing by Bauer to keep that ball in bounds. Again, take something off that set. Took her off about 10 feet off that net, so it wasn't on there, but she just found a nice location to finish that point.
Strike serve into the net, and Champlin Park is at 20 here in set 3. 9-point Rebels lead. Shedenhelm serve, holding it back row. Holden, played in the back row by Kerpak. Over on the swing by Thorup. Bauer and down, and Champlin Park gets the point.
Mara had a good idea trying to go down that line. She just hit a little too early on that, couldn't pull it through.
Shedenhelm with an ace. And that's 22-11 Rebels. Good swing from Holden. Shedenhelm digs that up. Booley back set. Cross, that's dug up by Teckham. The swing from Holden and the block for Davis.
Nice job defensively by the middles tonight here for Champlin Park. They've really had a number of key deflections, not just blocks, but just deflections.
Swing and a block. And another point. Thorup getting up on that one.
It's hard to hit around that big wall between Thorup and Davis right there that they put up. Didn't really give much of a gap where it seemed to hit through.
And now match point for the Rebels. And serve as long, so it's still match point, but now Osseo gets the side out.
Zach Griebenau to serve.
Griebenau serving for the Orioles. Long run to get to this ball, and they won't get to the net. Osseo point. And another good serve, and Rebels able to recover and get the ball over. Bauer attacks off of Stremmel. 3 in a row for Osseo.
Just glad to see Osseo's just not giving up. They're still fighting.
24-14. Griebenau will serve again. Kerpak with the pass. Fully back. Shedenhelm, and there it is. Excuse me, Larson rather for the kill. And Champlin Park wins the set and the match in 3, 25-14. The final here in the third set. The senior Ava Larson getting the match-deciding kill, and John Junker able to use all his girls tonight, and they improved to 8-1 on the season.
You know, I mean, and even in that third set, Junker, he's got to be proud of the subs who came in and performed quite well. There was certainly not a drop-off in their performance and level here, even though they were subs. So good for them for being ready when their number's called here. And as far as Osseo, competitive match for at least a good first half, or maybe the first 2 sets. They kind of just ran out of steam a little bit. I think in the end, the deeper team won. But Osseo, I'm proud of their fight. They were definitely the underdogs, but they kept it competitive for a long time in this game.
They did some good things tonight.
They sure did. They sure did. You know, Coach Mandy's got a lot to be proud of, a lot to build on here. And, you know, before we talked the game, she goes, you know, we're just trying to look for improvement each game. And I think definitely tonight was a step forward for her and her program. I know this is their 8th loss in a row, but it's probably one of the better performances they've had against a very deep, good team.
We're scheduled to see Champlin Park 2 weeks from tomorrow night. They'll close out the regular season at home against Maple Grove in a match we're scheduled to televise on CCX on November 25th. You suppose it stopped snowing out? I'm guessing no.
I don't think so. I think that thing's going to come for a little longer, right. Unfortunately.
We'll get out and deal with that as we make our way home. Thanks so much for watching at your home this evening. For Paul Long and all of our great crew tonight at Osseo High School, John Jacobson with you on Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball. Champlin Park goes to 8-1 on the season. They win it in 3 over Osseo.